Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm the Coins Monster. What's up guys? Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to take a little bit of a look at what happened to the stock market and the crypto market with the FOMC meeting with the Fed that was supposed to be taken today. And it was, and we'll see the outcome. We'll see how it affects the markets and how you should prepare yourself. Alright? Let's get into it. Right. So, Bitcoin. What do we got on Bitcoin? Bitcoin is still playing out the same structure that we've spoken about for 3 to 4 weeks now. Alright? And I did post some trades in my trading group, just a little small ones, maybe 10, 15, 20% gains. But, you know, the market was moving up. Why not take the advantage of it? So I did mention as soon as Bitcoin got to 38,000, I did mention that they should be looking to take some profits. Okay, or move their stop losses up. Now, this is a heavy rejection. 38,900 is a heavy rejection for Bitcoin. Okay, so as soon as the meeting resulted in the idea that the interest rates will not be increasing, everything just completely finalized. Now, it's no coincidence to me that everything just came to a result when Bitcoin reached its top on the 4-hour time frame. All right, I mean, the indicators were maxed out. I mean, look at this right here. Okay, it's no coincidence that the meeting has to take place today when the RSI, the stochastics RSI, are both topped, and they have to come down to reset. All right, so nothing is coincidental. We had massive bearish divergence carrying on 2 days now, so this was going to play out, and it was just as simple as that. All right. So, what do I expect from Bitcoin in the next couple of days? Well, I'm still going to stick to the fact that we need a double bottom. Alright, I'm going to move these nodes first so you can see my screen just a little bit clearly. Now, I'm going to still stick to this fractal. Okay, I'm still going to stick to this fractal because it has been playing out so far accurately. Okay, and this is how usually the Wyckoff accumulation structures plan out. So for the next couple of days, I do expect a retracement back to $34,000. Okay, maybe 34, 34.5. It depends where it wants to bottom. But I think, given the fact that this was a strong move up from 32,000 all the way up to 38, 39, now it needs to get a retracement, come from a higher low, or maybe just even the same low. But this second low will be a confirmation low. Okay, so as long as it remains above 32,000, we're good to go. All right. Yay, Casanova Alexander, welcome. Thanks guys for coming in. Now, sorry about yesterday. I'm still recovering from the whole COVID thing, so last night a live was a no-go for me, right? But yeah, I'm here today. I've been here for the hard times, so I thought I deserved myself a little break, you know. Alright. Now, I did post in my trading group as well, like people should be starting to accumulate when this fractal holds the second bottom. Okay? That will be the start of the accumulation zone. Okay, so if it holds and it decides to move up with 2 days worth of candles, if this support holds at 32, that will be the start of the accumulation zone. All right, it will need maybe 3-4 days to cool off. Now it's not going to happen instantly and then just start bouncing up. Even if it drops now directly to 34, it will consolidate there. Okay, so basically what you need to do is just focus on this channel right here. Okay, if you want, go back and take a look at this fractal. Okay, this is where we are in the fractal. Now, this took a few days to clear. Okay, it started on 13th of June and all the way down to 25th of June. Okay, so that took about 10 to 11 days. Now, since the time is basically impossible to predict, I'm guessing at least 4 to 5 days right here. Okay, this will play out. It's not going to happen immediately. Okay, because they will want to liquidate all the shorts, all the longs. It's just going to move up and down. But what do we know? We know that the 4 hours is topped out. Okay, it does not have the strength. It needs to reset completely. Okay, the RSI, look at that. Look at that, how accurate that is when we understand the charts, right? Look, right here, the RSI got topped out exactly at the channel that I had previously drawn. Okay, that is not coincidental. Okay, this market makers know this is what they want to do. They know, they understand the charts, how this is supposed to play out, but we are right there. Okay, we are right there. We know it's going to get rejected. Okay, so what do we know now? We don't know it's going to play the channel. Now, by the time this thing comes down here, all the indicators will be reset. Okay, we'll have given them about 3-4 days to cool off. It will come back down to 34,000, 33,800, and that's okay. Right? We just be patient to find our entries. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of going all in with my cash because market makers cannot be trusted. Okay, they want our money. So I'm not going to go in heavy and just completely stay out of cash and buy all the altcoins I want here. No, I want the confirmation. So this is where I look to start to accumulate, okay, and go bit by bit, slowly, okay. Now, why I'm saying this is the same reason I've mentioned the last couple of days. The USDT dominance and the Bitcoin dominance, okay, they're still in play. Now, they are risky to trade. They make it very, very risky to trade. All right. Hold on one second. Ozzy, thanks for coming, brother. There. I hope that fills in for you easily. Alright. Now you'll have to excuse me, okay? I'm still doing the lives while I'm traveling, so I'm only on the laptop. Alright, but as soon as I get home in a couple of days, I will get back on my nice little computer and we can have a better resolution, alright? But I'm working with what I got so far. Ozzy, let me know if that's clear enough for you. Alright. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, I'm looking to enter my buys at 34,000, around 34,000. When I get a nice confirmation on the indicators that the 4 hour is resetting, because I know the daily is actually quite low. Okay, and the RSI is still playing this falling wedge channel. So I knew Bitcoin is not going to break 40K. Okay, it simply doesn't have the strength, but I like to play it as the chart tells me to, step by step. So that is why I'm going to be looking to enter my buys around 34K. Now, this fractal is actually a key. Now, I've showed you the day before, Bitcoin has always played double bottoms this cycle. Okay, it's just been its thing. Double bottoms, double bottoms, double bottoms, double bottoms. Without it, it just has the strength. So that's why I'm really hoping and believing that this bottom is going to hold with a higher low. Okay, it's going to give me the confirmation. And that's when I look to enter the market again. Okay. Bitcoin dominance, look at that. Still going up. Okay. It is holding the critical level of resistance, and there is a lot of buy pressure here, which means the sell pressure on Bitcoin, okay, or the market is not really in a buying mode just yet for the altcoins. Okay, I do believe you can get easily to 44%. Okay, so I mentioned before, trading is not really ideal unless you have clear-cut entries and accuracy on the charts. Okay. Right. Now that's Bitcoin dominance. This can take up to maybe about 7-10 days for it to get to the top of the channel like it has done before. I think it really can. Okay, 44%, 44.5% for me is the bare minimum it can get to. But if it gets to 45, you know what, even better. Why? Because it's just gonna get tired, which means it's not gonna break the channel. It's just gonna come back down, roaring down, and eventually break this bottom trend line. Okay, it is sort of a descending triangle and a massive bear flag. So I'm just waiting for this thing to settle down. All right. Now I'm gonna take a look at USDT dominance. If Bitcoin dominance was flagging, then USDT dominance is doing the same thing. Okay, it's still in a bull flag. All right, kind of a bull flag at the very moment. Okay, and this is not healthy at all. All right, so it's not healthy at all for the markets, because this can break out. Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, before you enter over trading ideas or just start to accumulate all the altcoins that you want, think about this at least for the next 7 to 10 days. Okay, we're not in the place to just go off crazy simply because we had a dip. I know many people are saying, oh, it's gonna be a great coin, it's gonna do a lot of potential. Yeah, it will, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get the perfect entry right now. Okay, so you gotta wait on this. Okay, we gotta be patient and wait on this. All right. Yeah, good. No, man, thank you for bringing it to my attention, and I'll just set the settings straight so you can see the pricing structure as well. That's a good idea. Thanks, Oz. Right. Okay. So remember these. Okay, whiteboarded Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance. Unless they're coming down, you don't overtrade or you don't enter your accumulation buys. All right, it's just not going to be healthy or easy. Now, I've said it in multiple live streams. This month is going to be testing patience, but like there is no tomorrow. Okay, so you're good to trade if the trade is looking good, but entering the accumulation is just going to test your patience. So use the time to make yourself some cash and just plan your accumulations accordingly. But let Bitcoin give you the nice confirmation low. Okay, confirmation low is where expert traders are. Okay, this is where expert traders are going to be. This is where the market makers are, right here in this wick. The second one right here, which hit 32,000. Expert traders are right here, confirmation low. Okay, now if this holds, you're good to go. Okay, but it's gonna do a chop. It's gonna do a massive chop, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down and plays out this fractal exactly and gives us a third bottom. Okay, just to capitulate us and give us one final shakeup, because all these market makers, they want to liquidate us and make us chase green candles. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, now if you want, you can take a screenshot of this on your phone, your tablets, or your computer, and just remember this. Okay, and just type in chop zone. Now in the trading group in Telegram, I did post that this is a lower low, so I'm waiting for this higher low, and then the start of accumulation is good for us. And this phase right here will be the end of accumulation. Okay, maybe here, maybe slightly above it, because it doesn't want to drop anymore. That remains to be seen, but I can't tell you that because we're not there yet. Okay, so we'll have to play it step by step. All right. All right. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of the altcoins. Now some coins did really well. Okay. one coin that I want you to focus on is VRA. Okay, I'm not sure how this thing plays out. We have to wait for the next low, but this thing is actually kind of making the same fractal as Bitcoin in a bear market structure. So I'm kind of waiting for VRA at the moment. Okay, but it does look like it has one more low left. Okay, right here it has one more low left. This is a bear flag. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this is the same thing as Bitcoin did and come back down. Okay, just a little bit more. Final capitulation around a cent maybe. Okay, just like it did before, maybe just under a penny. Okay, do a double bottom right here and then eventually go. Now this is totally possible because Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance are still acting up. Okay, but I want you to keep on this on your radar because I came across this little fractal right here, and this might just play out. If this thing holds, if this double bottom holds right here, this thing has a massive potential to the upside. Okay, and you're looking at a complete fractal just the same way Matic played out. Okay, so it can go way higher, but I would settle for 22 cents maybe. That's where the Fibonacci targets are as well for me. Okay, so if you get it under a penny, it's brilliant. Okay, at the very least it will bounce and go to 4 cents. Okay, roundabout, because that's the critical level. So it will bounce, go to 4 cents. You will still get yourself maybe 300% gains. Yeah, almost 400% gains, and then you can decide what to do. Right, but that's actually a decent, beautiful entry right here to get yourself some gains. Okay, so watch this fractal right here and the double bottom, maybe just around a cent. And if it prints a bullish divergence, even better. Okay, even better. I think the weekly on VRA needs time, but what really caught my eye was the fractal. Okay, now this thing is actually almost done. Okay, so the sell pressure on this is almost over, but almost, which means a little bit more can be there. All right, now right there, we got this pennant. It's neither bullish nor bearish. It's just simply a pennant. Okay, it does have a little bit of bottom here, so that to me is confluence. Like it can come down just a little bit more and print out a bullish divergence. Okay. Now, hidden bullish divergence, that would be in this case, but do keep that in mind, all right? Because the price might just give you a slightly higher low, but then the indicators will give you a massive indication that can go to the upside, all right? So, I want you to keep this on your radar, all right? Now, I'm still not trusting Bitcoin. I have said it before, and neither I'm trusting any of these altcoins. Like Luna, I think it's still gonna come back down to $40. So if you can find a good entry for a short, I mean around 658 to 65, that would be a brilliant entry for a short, and just carry it all the way down to like $50 and 45. Right, that's a huge percentage gain. All right. Let's say 45 is your target. If you can find an entry now, that's still a 25% profit to 30% profit to the downside. All right. So if you can get a nice entry, brilliant. Look, it's still playing out the fractal of my projection. All right. So watch for this thing. It's in a falling wedge. I would not expect a new all-time high on this thing. No way in hell I would expect a new all-time high anytime soon. Right? But this thing can drag out. Like it can easily drag this drawing all the way down to this key level right here. Okay, and then eventually go to the top. So I think you can still carry a short on this thing. AVAX, I think it's gonna do about the same thing. Just got rejected. It's gonna do the same fractal right here. I mean, the next entry, even though that I don't expect an all-time high from these AVAX and Luna, but they can easily come back down, do this double bottom right here with bullish divergence, and you can make yourself 50 to 70% gains. Okay, now AVAX is a little bit more tricky than Luna at the very moment, so I would not open a short. Okay, but what I would do is I would just wait and watch. If this thing even comes back down to like 53, 52, it can go to the upside. Okay, and in a big way to a critical level. Let's put an average of 50%. All right, that would be absolutely terrific. So it's not bad. I mean, given the fact that it's in a bear market structure, if you can long it, if you can trade the 3L tokens or AVAX up or something, it can give you 3 times the profit. Alright, you guys got any coins for me? Now, watch CQT, okay? I think it's done a beautiful retrace. Now it's going into the accumulation phase, okay? I think this is a beautiful structure. It just needs a little bit of time, but it's at the very bottom. Like, it can come back down to like 30 cents, maybe even 28, but then eventually go to the upside. Okay, the targets are nice for this one. Targets are absolutely beautiful for this one. They can go all the way back up to like $2. Okay, or maybe even just 140, but still be a 3x minimum on this thing. Okay, CQT. It's been hyped about on several Telegram groups, so I think there's something coming for this thing. Okay, now personally, I would not look for an entry on this right now. I would just keep an eye. Okay, because it's still in a downtrend. There is no good decent structure for it. I think it can come back down a little bit more. Right? So I would watch this. As soon as it starts going sideways, gives a higher low, then 3 to 4x. It's not going anywhere from this coin. Alright, TLM. TLM would be actually a patience game, I'll be honest with you. Okay, now this is a great structure too, I will not lie to you, but do you know what, maybe try a buy at 6 cents. Okay, maybe try a buy at 6 cents, because I think it's going to consolidate around there. 6 to 7 cents, hope for a buy. If you don't, just wait for a higher low. Okay, wait for a higher low, but you will have to find that higher low on these 4-hour charts. Okay, you will not get them on daily. Daily will be too late for entry. So I think what this is going to do is just going to range like this, maybe find a little bit more bottom at 7 or 6 cents, and then go up and then bounce back to give you a higher low, and then that is your confirmed entry to the upside. Okay, so I would build half a position around here. Not a financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, but if you do look to get into the bottom, like, this is a safer bet, right? But now when I look at the structure, I'm personally only entering this, the higher low confirmations, because I think it's safe to bet that the fractals like these are better to play. Okay, because what we saw on SLP, like, people lost a lot of money on SLP, I'll be honest, man. They lost a ridiculous amount of money on SLP, because that thing went from about 30 cents all the way down to 1 cent. You know, how much is that? That's ridiculous drop. Okay, so I'm personally now a big fan of trading just the fractals. Okay, now the next drop, but I would not expect anything. Like, if you get a decent entry at 7, right, let's just say 7 cents, if you get a decent entry, I would trade it for a 3x and then at least take my capital out. Okay, my investment will be out from this coin, and then if the profits want to go for more, they can go for more. But looking at the structure, I would have to wait for a confirmation, break out to a 10x or 12x, whatever it wants to do, after it's broken this entire bearish structure. Okay, so Watch for this thing to hold. If it holds 6, 7, 8, and 9 cents, it's a brilliant go. This fractal will play out just like it did previously. Okay, see, this is what I mean. Look, if you miss your first entry, you don't know if it's going to go down or not, you just wait and get your higher low entry right here, right? So basically that's what you look for in this fractal right here. You let it go up, rejected by the trend line, come back down, and then you buy your higher low here. That's a secure entry. It can still go up. All right, so it will depend on you what you want to do. If it holds, you can maybe build half a position and then let it go up. If it comes back down and gives a higher low, you complete your position and take it easy. Nah, this coin is bearish. I was really hoping this flag didn't play out, but it's bearish because it just doesn't have the strength anymore, man. It really doesn't. Let me see if I can find a bearish pattern on here. Yeah, I think it's coming back down to 69 cents at least. Hold up. Because sometimes you might have to rework the pattern. Alright. So let's give it that go. Yeah, I think it's multiple bearish retests right now. And it's a giant as bear flag. I think it's at least coming back down to 69 cents and God knows what else from there. Okay, I really like the project, but I think actually if we take it out from here, that was the start of the big move. So we'll just take it from this low. Yeah, 69 is the first target and then 63. But I think most coins that do this thing, they eventually come back down to do a one-to-one retrace, which means the 54 cents is a great possibility for Syscoin. I really like it. That's why I wouldn't posted it, because I wanted to be sure. It's just something wasn't sitting right with me, you know, with the patterns, because it had more touches at the top and just the one bottom. So, and then when it broke the second bottom, I can't touch it. You know, it's just a bit risky, actually highly risky at this point. Now, yeah, I think all these altcoins are going to do the same thing. All these altcoins are going to do the same thing. I think even Matic is bearish at this point. Okay. I think even Matic is bearish. People are still talking about Phantom, saying going to $10. Okay, we'll have to wait and watch. Let's see where this thing holds. Oh, look at that. It played out to perfection. 250, 260 was my target. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Let's see if it's a bear flag or rising wedge. Yeah, you gotta watch Phantom. Okay, I think it can easily come back down to like 210, 207, and then if it holds. If it doesn't hold, then yeah, it's actually what's forming right now, and then maybe this. Okay, so watch for Phantom. People are still bullish on it. I really don't like this. Look, this is what I'm thinking everything else is gonna do. Okay. Final bit of capitulation. Dusk has been very bullish this year. Okay, people have not really spoken about it as much. But Dusk has been extremely bullish. Although right now this is gonna get back retrace to maybe about 40 cents, around about there, and then you can look for an entry for a bounce, okay, to for about, I think 50% gains, Okay. Now this is a trade that you can take with your side money. Okay, it's not a coin in this structure that I want to hold, but if you have the side money left, okay, then you can just play to the upside only for an oversold bounce and then short it. Okay, make your money both ways. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Is it bouncing again? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Now, Atom. Many people have posted about Atom, but look, I really didn't want this fractal to play out, but it already is. Alright, so I would expect at least $24 to $21. That's where I'm expecting Atom. People asked me on the stream a few days ago, but I said I didn't like it because it's making around the top. Okay, so we had the left shoulder, we have a head now, a confirmed head. Now I would expect this thing to bounce and make a lower high. Okay, so I would buy it around 21, maybe 22, and then just trade an oversold bounce and then just short it again, because I think this is going to break the parabola eventually. Alright. Okay, there's one thing I want to talk to you about is the up tokens. Now when Cardano was going up, right, the up token actually paid us about 800%. Okay, now I'm really bullish on XRP for some reason, right? I really am. So when XRP goes up, you can always trade the XRP up token. Alright, because this is looking like reaccumulation to me. Alright, and it's 4 years, well, not 4 years, sorry, my bad, since November 2020. It's been actually over a year now that it's been in a downtrend. Alright, but last time, look, XRP went up like 3x. It was right here, okay, in March. This gave 600% gains, right? So, and this little rise right here, they went up 100%, you get a 300% gain, okay, because it's a 3x token. So when this thing goes up, I think it's gonna go up like 6-7x, okay? You can get yourself 3x on the up token, okay? So keep this in mind. Right, maybe you don't even have to just buy a whole, like, spend 20 grand, 30 grand investment. You might just be able to do okay with 5, or depending on how much, whatever you have, you know, whatever you decide to trade with, what's your risk management. But this can actually give you a lovely gain right here. Okay, so keep this on radar. I mean, not many people talk about it, but it's a decent idea. Alright. Now, the other thing, I don't know if you've looked into it, but I really like the ETH pairs a lot. Okay, look at this. This is a beautiful structure right here. Okay, this is a beautiful structure. Now we just had the capitulation, we went up, now we're getting a higher low confirmation. It's a confirmation low actually. Now I think this is going to just range a bit and then eventually go up, right? So if you have Ethereum and you don't know what to do with it, if you want to make a little bit more Ethereum, you can just trade this, okay? Whichever way you prefer, but I think this, either way, it's a nice way to make gains, right? It's a lovely way to make gains. Yeah, things are not looking good for altcoins at the very moment. I think we need at least about maybe a week, 10 days more, okay, before we decide to trade it. Now, there's not much to do here at the very moment, so just wanted to share the updates with you. The meeting went well, but even if in the meeting they decided not to raise the interest rates, what is happening is all these government officials who had their stock positions, now basically they're being forced to liquidate them. All right, so there's a whole big of game that's going on, so you got to be careful and only take trades when the time is right. Okay, because just like we saw today on Bitcoin, look at the massive wick there is on Bitcoin. Okay, I mean, ridiculous. This is a bear market structured thingy. Yeah, that's fine, but look at that. Okay, look at that. 39k all the way down to 36. That's almost a 10%. You know, it's almost a 10% drop in there, right there. So, no, not 10%. Well, yeah. Let's see, 5%. It's almost a 5% drop right there. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, and just in the same candle right here. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, so you gotta be careful and just make the entries at the right time. That's the best you can do. Alright. Alright guys, so I will have to take a leave because I am still traveling, as I said before. So stay tuned. I will be posting a lot of updates on Telegram groups, and more videos are coming out on the channel. Okay, so hit the like button, the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell, so you will be notified when there's new videos that come out and when I give the upgrades on the coins and the live stream the next time around. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay blessed.